This is Narayana from Narayana Technologies. So today's our topic is printf, scanf and structure of C program. That is how to reading a data from the keyboard and how to write a data on monitor and structure of C program. The first one is reading the data from keyboard. How to read the data from the keyboard. So the C language is having one of the standard built-in input function name is called as scanf. Scanf is a standard built-in input function or input statement to read the type of data from the keyboard. So because keyboard is an hardware and whatever memory we are going to store in the data is called as hardware. So if you want to store a logical data into the physical memory location, we required some logical software functionality who is able to control to get the data from the keyboard to store into the memory location. For this purpose, so it has been implemented one predefined standard built-in function is called scanf. Is a standard built-in input function to read the type of data from the keyboard. Let us we have a syntax of scanf function. Scanf format specifiers, comma address of variable. The first parameter is called here format specifiers. What is meant by format specifier? Format specifier is nothing but the type of data to read from the keyboard. Whenever we are going to giving the data to the scanf function to store the data into the memory location, so it is asking you that which type of data you want to be read from the keyboard, that is like integer, float, character, or which type of data you want to be read from the keyboard. That is as called as format specifier. Here we have the list of format specifier to read the various type of data from the keyboard. So that we specified as data type format specifier. To be read into the type of data, we should provide the format specifier name is %ld. For long int, %ld, float, %f, double, %lf, character, %c, unsigned int, %u, string, %s. String is nothing but group of characters. Second parameter is called address of variable. So whenever we are going to creating some variables, these variables will be going to stored somewhere into the system memory location, and whatever the memory, that memory is default which is called as RAM memory location. So your variable is going to stored somewhere into the system memory address location, memory location, that may be in 1000 byte or maybe in 2000 or 30,000 or 60,000 byte location. Wherever your variables has been stored into the memory, we should know the address of that memory location. How can we know the address of that variable is called? By using an operator is called address operator, that is called AND symbol. It is an operator to read or to retrieve the address of variable. So let us for example int a. So in a program, if you declare some variable is called int a, that is going to creating into the type of memory, that is 2 byte of memory somewhere into the memory system memory address. That memory location name is called a. So how we can read this data from the keyboard is by using scanf function. Scanf %ld address of a. So %ld will be going to intimating to the scanf function to read into the type of value from the keyboard. Let us for example 60. That value will read by the scanf function, and we are asking to store, where we are asking to store in address of a. A is a memory location name. That memory location, memory is creating somewhere into the memory, that is 1000 byte or 30 or 50 60,000 location. That address we are retrieving and giving to the scanf function, so that the scanf function will insert that 60 value into the address of a variable. Similarly, float b, scanf %f address of b, character ch, scanf %c address of ch. Instead of writing the same scanf function multiple times to read the multiple type of values from the keyboard to store into the multiple variable addresses, can use a single scanf function like scanf %ld, %lf, %lc, comma address of a, comma address of b, and address of ch. So using this statement, you can read the group of values at the same time and stored into the A, B and CH memory location. But remember that whatever we are specifying the format specifiers in the scanf function, that is %d, %f, %c, that should not be separated by any comma, that should not be separated by any space. You should be provided continuously %d, %f, %c. Next, writing the data on monitor. So whatever the data which is available in system memory location, somewhere in the variables memory, if you want to be write the data on monitor, again there we require some kind of software built-in logical functionality, which is to retrieve the data from the physical memory to be write on the physical monitor location. So we have the built-in function name is called as printf. It is a standard built-in output function or output statement. The purpose of this function is to write the output on monitor. Syntax: printf format specifiers, comma variables. So already we know that what is meant by format specifier. Format specifier is nothing but the type of data which you want to be write on monitor. Then variable, from which variable you want to be retrieve to be write the type of data on monitor. Let us, for example, int a equivalent to 60, that's we are assuming this variable is already available in system memory. Now if you want to be write the data, printf, which type of data you want to be write on monitor, %d, from which memory you want to be write that one, a. Float b equivalent to 54.54, printf %f, so add comma b, character ch equivalent to a, printf %c ch. So instead of using the same printf function multiple times to write the multiple type of values on monitor, can write a single statement, that is printf %ld, %lf, %lc, a comma b comma ch. So in this printf function, within double quotation, you can give format specifiers or format specifiers with string, format specifiers with commas, or you can separate by in a space also. Writing a string on monitor. How we can write a string on monitor? So printf function we can use in two types of mechanism. One is the printf function you can use to retrieve the type of values are available in variable memory to write on monitor. And another one is writing the string on monitor. So these strings which are not stored anywhere into the system memory, but you can write this string on monitor. That is printf constant character pointer string. So that is constant character pointer means pointer string is nothing but here the string which is constant will write as usually on monitor. So that is printf hello. So this hello string will write as usually on monitor, but that is not stored anywhere into the system memory location. So these are the standard built-in input and output statements. Scanf is a standard built-in input statement and printf is a standard built-in output statement to read and as well as writing the data on monitor. So our next requirement is structure of C program. Include directories or preprocess, global declarations, then main, set of statements, then calling the F1, and F1 is another function, and in F1 we are calling F2. F2 is another function here. Say we know that C program is nothing but collection of functions. Should have one function name is called as main. Why should have one function name is called main is because always the program execution will be starts from the main itself only. Say let us for example, generally if you are having some big work, so there should be some starting position from where to start the work. So that work you might be divided into number of sub things, but you may be having some planning from where to start that work here. Similarly, your program is also a collection of blocks or nothing but collection of functions. So C program is a collection of functions. You can write any function names. All the function names you can define with your own names, that is nothing but user defined. But there should be one function name should be defined as called as main. Why should we define the main function? What is the purpose of main function is? So always your program will execution starts from main itself only. Is nothing but main is a init process. What is meant by process? Process is nothing but a program execution under a system unit. So init process is nothing but initialization of the program execution. So C program is nothing but collection of functions. Should have one function name is called main, because always the program execution will be starts from main itself only. So our next video will be going to coming with the simple programming and explanation of the simple programming. So users, if you like this video, please like and share. For more updates, please subscribe our channel. Thank you all.